Hi, so I am coming on here tonight because it's a bit late. I just got back from a trip, and some of you who are subscribers to my channel may be familiar with Alba Weinman. She is also a hypnosis practitioner. The type of hypnosis she does, she incorporates quantum healing, introspective, interpersonal. She does a whole gamut of things, forgiveness work, all kinds of things. But I'm coming on here tonight. It's a bit late, but I wanted to go ahead and get this up because I literally just got off the plane. I had my own personal session with her, and I'm wanting to share, I feel in this moment I'm truly living my most extraordinary life. And why that is because I keep watching myself just go beyond barriers, going beyond blocks, going beyond belief systems that say either I can't do something because I don't have enough money, or I can't do something because I don't have enough degrees, or I can't do something because I don't have enough certifications, or I can't do something because who knows what the reason is. We have all of these programs and ideas, or not even ideas, belief systems. It's just belief systems, patterning that gets in the way and stops us from living our truest selves, our truest lives, our truest expressions. And so I wanted to come on here and share, because I know some of you that are subscribers, and if you're not a subscriber and you're just checking out this video right now, I invite you to take a look at some of the other videos. I'm a hypnotherapist. I do quantum healing hypnosis, beyond quantum healing hypnosis. I also do introspective hypnosis. I'm also a life coach. I like to call myself an intuitive life coach. I also do Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. But first and foremost, I just love being with people and really sharing with people, things that I've been up to or things I've had to move through. And just really supporting people wherever you are at is always perfect, but empowering you to really step into that space that is your truth. And so today I just got off the plane. If any of you know who Alba Weinman is, and if you don't and you're interested in hypnosis, I invite you to check out her channel on YouTube. She does incredible sessions, incredible healing, and a little bit of background. She truly is the inspiration and the reason why I took on becoming a practitioner of quantum healing hypnosis, which is now expanded into other areas of hypnosis. My session today was nothing short of a miracle. Unfortunately, my session won't be posted on YouTube. It was very personal, but I wanted to talk about some of the things that I got to experience and explore today when working with her. If you know anything about her, in order to work with her, you have to be subscribed onto her newsletter, and then when her newsletter comes out and actually has sessions available, you have to click a session at that time. However, if you've gone through this process yourself already, you know that her sessions, she might be in 10 different cities or 5 different cities, all of those sessions go within 3 minutes, or well, I should say 6 minutes or less. It's amazing. And it is because of the powerful space she holds to facilitate the healing. So I wanted to share a little bit of what I got out of my session today. And again, really I'm sharing this because I want you to know, if you're curious about this work and it calls to you or speaks to you, and you feel or hear something within you that you'd like to experience a session, please reach out to me, because I would love to facilitate and hold that space for you. What was available for me today and the healing that I got to receive, and I haven't even had a chance to listen to my session, but I will share with you the parts that I remember. Some of the really cool parts are I got to go and experience, where my soul lives, my home space, where I typically, if not in an earthly realm, go to. And also, if you're familiar at all with Arcturians, they were a lot in my session as well. So apparently I've had many lives as an Arcturian. I got to experience some past lives and current lives with specific people in my life, which was just magical. But the really important piece was that I got to heal some very deep-seated, wounded conversations. I don't like to call them wounded conversations. They're simply conversations. I had a conversation that was, oops, just got a little snag there. I had a conversation that was living inside of my throat that over the last month or so started coming up in sessions. Now, to share with you, some of these sessions that I was doing with people had to deal with sexual trauma. So in my past, as a very young person, I do have those types of traumas in my life. And this conversation that was stuck in my throat was basically the sentence of, shut up and don't say a word. So shut up and don't say a word was actually an energetic constriction that was happening in my throat. It came up as a color. We went back and we looked back and back and back until I could remember the memory of where that conversation started. And it started when I was about 5 years old, when I was experiencing my own personal journey through sexual abuse and trauma as a young person. Why I share that openly here is because I want people to know that so many of us have walked through very intense experiences throughout our life. I have had my own fair share, but it was amazing because this part of my throat, every time I'd do a session, I'd be like all the time and having to clear my throat. So I wanted to actually ask about that in my session today, and we did. And we got to the bottom of it. Now, what's amazing is after the session, I felt like this expansion in my throat was just like, it was just wide open. Like my throat was open. That whatever kept trying to come up was just gone. It was dissolved. We worked with my higher self. We worked with a guide. I have a newer guide that we began working with. She is a newer, I guess, I don't want to say I've graduated, but I have moved to a level where I've needed a new assistance, a new guide, given this new space that I'm working in. Excuse me. And so we actually did some work in there and cleared that out. I also had a conversation living in my back area along my spine that I could see as a yellow color, not gold, not a beautiful gold light. It was like a yellow, like an energy, like kind of in my center back here that had been giving me a lot of problem, which it's completely gone now. It's amazing. But that conversation was a sentence that I had created called, you're just a dummy and you're stupid. So we went back and back and back till I could remember the first originating moment of that conversation. And it happened also when I was about 5 years old, and I was being shamed and teased by a family member. And the experience was really hard for me. And it wasn't an uncommon experience with this particular family member. It was actually quite common and all the time. And so again, I share this. I'm sharing with you some very personal, deep things that, you know, I wouldn't just get on here and be like, oh, hey, by the way, yeah, this happened to me. But I think that it's happened to so many of us. And so that energy had been living there. We had to actually go in and do forgiveness work with that individual, and then forgiveness work with that individual's parents. It's like we had to go down the line and get to the point of when it started and where to stop it. And I guess in this lifetime, in this shell of mine, I have chosen that, you know, I'm going to complete that cycle, not only for myself, for the person who also was inflicting that behavior on me. They had also experienced that in their childhood. So it was almost like going a couple lineages back and getting to the core and healing that. And when we did that, I could feel this energetic tingling and energy healing in my back, and it literally, it went away. So it's amazing. But these particular conversations, being a dummy and not smart, being stupid, shut up and don't say a word, these were sentences that were running in my subconscious, in my core belief, in my core being. When you have these types of sentences running in the background, they get in your way. Whether you believe it or not, or know it or not, they get in your way. They stop you, and you're not even aware of why you're stopping. you're up to something you want to create, whether it's in your career, whether it's around romance and relationships, whether it's in your health and well-being, you get to this point and all of a sudden you say, well, I don't know why I always stop at this point. I stop right here. Like something happens and I stop and I don't know why. I just peter out, or I just get distracted or disinterested. So I'm sharing again, these are some things that you can work on, or you can expect to resolve for yourself in this type of work. I did, get to see some past life with the home of where my soul resides. I don't want to say my soul, because our souls all go to the same place, but let's just say when I am not in a human life, I reside in a different dimension, in a different realm. And this is Earth School. This is an Earth School, I am here because I'm learning what there is to learn as a human, and the experiences as a human. If you believe in past lives, obviously, is if you're interested in hypnosis and past life regression, then obviously you believe in that. If you do, you're aware that we have multiple lives, multiple lifetimes. And if you're aware, we actually have multiple lives and lifetimes, not only on this planet, but on many others. So I got to see some information about that with certain people in my life as well. And it just was a beautiful experience. And when I left that session, I just felt free. I felt more alive, more connected, more aware. We also did some energy healing work on the crown chakra, removing some things there to really, open up and widen that channel so that I can, continue to upgrade myself in terms of my own intuitive and spiritual and psychic gifts, all of those things combined. It just was extraordinary. So if any of this resonates with you and rings true to you, I invite you to go to my website, www.hearthealingadventures.com. You can also see it in the comments below, or in the space below. I've put a link down there. But I invite you to come check out my website. Reach out to me. I'd like to speak with you. I'd love to work with you. I share all this because I just want to allow myself to be vulnerable and allow you to know what kind of work is available when we do past life regression work. And I don't even like to call it past life, because you don't always go to a past life. Sometimes you go in between lives. Sometimes you go into a future life. I actually saw some future events in the work that we did with my throat and that sentence of shut up and don't say a word. With the individual that I had to do forgiveness work, we went back into his history, and we went back to see where that abuse had begun for him. And it wasn't pretty. It was not at all good. But we got to heal that, and I got to do forgiveness work, and I got to say what it was I needed to say, and I got to be complete with that interaction. I no longer have to hold on to that fear, to that anger, to that rage, to that, God, I think that's really the emotions I was harboring in this area, was the fear, the rage, the anger. And I can look back now, hindsight, and say, yes, there's many times when I've stopped myself from saying what I really want to say. So that's why I got on here tonight, is I just was sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I just want to share about this experience. I got to work with Alba Weinman today. She is not only the inspiration to why I took on this work, but she is a mentor of mine. She's incredible. She's amazing. And I'm so grateful to have experienced being in her space, her energy, the space that she holds for all of us to heal. And I'd like to pass that on to you. Absolutely you should check her out. If you get a chance to work with her, by all means, work with her. She's incredible. But I also want to extend that invitation to you, that I am here as well to facilitate and hold a space for you, for whatever your journey holds, for wherever you are in your healing adventure, your healing adventure called life, wherever you are in that space. If something that I share with you resonates and you hear yourself and you want some healing, please reach out to me. Reach out to me today. Subscribe to my channel now. Share my channel with people that you think might be interested in this work. But I'd love to hear from you. Please, in the comments below, share with me, What are you up to? Where are you at? Where is your next healing adventure? What would you like your next healing adventure to be? I'd love to hear from you. So subscribe today to my channel if you haven't, and reach out to me today. Go to hearthealingadventures.com. Go to the contact page, submit a message, email me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.